think I'm a little bit of a stalker. I was watching you live as you were at the train station. And Josh, you got a little bit embarrassed. You're like, oh, did I? And you're looking at me later on. You go, did I swear too much?
Do you love the outdoors?
Do you love to travel?
Do you love finding hidden treasures in towns all over the USA? Hi, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Craig, and welcome to Treasures of Our Town, the podcast that takes you on a journey to explore the unique and charming towns scattered throughout the United States.
Join us as we venture into some of the country's most intriguing destinations, uncovering hidden gems and local secrets along the way.
On today's episode, we're heading to a county in Ohio where we eat and eat and eat some pizza.
Some pizza?
I know, right?
We eat a lot of pizza.
So much. We're coming to you now. We're actually together. Josh, you and I are together right now.
We're live and in person. We are in a Hampton Inn in Tiffin, Ohio.
Exactly. If you want to see the quick little snippet video of our little setup, then go to our Facebook page or our Instagram. It'll be on there as well. But why are we here?
I can't believe we're here.
I know, right?
I feel like I manifested this trip.
You really did. Do you want to give them the backstory first?
Sure. Yeah. Well, I was hearing on several different podcasts. The main one I heard was on the Geocaching podcast that there was this brand new GeoTrail. Now, we got to back up. For the people that don't know geocaching.
Yes.
We've talked about geotours. Now we're talking about geotrails. Well, it's essentially a geotour. Several geocaches that highlight one area. But there was something very special about this one.
Yeah.
It was a Pizza GeoTrail.
A pizza trail. Pizza trail. Now, Josh, I remember you messaging me, it's going to be a few weeks ago now.
Yeah.
And you said to me, Craig, or you said Craig. You said
Craig.
Did you see this? And you sent me a photo of a geocoin.
It was one of the most beautiful geocoins that I've ever seen in my whole life.
I know.
Because it was a geocoin that was a pizza.
A pizza. Not just a pizza, but it had a slice in it, too.
It was a slice. Yeah, the slice could come out of the pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, isn't that beautiful? I was like, we need to figure out a way to get to where we are now. And that is Seneca County.
Ohio.
And do the slice of Seneca, Ohio.
Exactly.
GeoTrail. 19 geocaches that feature pizza places all over the county. I can't believe that there are 19 pizza places in this county.
I know. Now, just to give you a rundown as well, we have just completed this tour. I'm talking when I say just, I'm talking an hour ago. We finished this tour. We've come back to the Hampton Inn because this is where you pick up your products as well, which we'll talk about very shortly.
Prizes.
But Josh, what are we consuming now to try and wash down the all the pizza that we've had?
Yeah, let me just say we're a little full right now. But right now, we are washing down the pizza. I can't believe there's still room with Miller High Life.
Yes, the champagne of beers.
Not sponsored. But we want a sponsorship.
We wouldn't mind it.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's where we are. That's what we've just done. Oh, man.
But I manifested it. I
Yes,
manifested it.
you did.
Because we were just talking about it.
We were talking about it and thinking to ourselves, how can we do this?
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool?
Yeah.
And then I would say, a week later?
Yeah.
A week later, Nancy, yep. I believe her geocaching name is 24 Jack.
Yes.
And she's the one that set up all the geocaches.
I know. She set up the actual geocaches themselves. Obviously, the tourism board, helped with a few different things, and then they backed on. We didn't even know this about it, but they backed up to the geocaching with non-geocache. So if you're a non-geocache, if you don't know what it is, you don't want to know what it is, that's fine. But you can still come here and do the pizza trail, and you still get a shirt.
There's 2 sections of it.
Yeah, there's 2 different types.
So if you're not a geocacher and you're listening to this, you might be thinking, gosh, I don't know. I should probably turn this off because all they're going to talk about is geocaching. False.
Nope.
In the words of Dwight Schrute, false. Because there are 2 sections. There's the pizza trail, and you have to visit at least 6 of the 19 pizza places.
And consume.
and consume pizza related.
Yeah, pizza related. It doesn't have to be all pizza, we found out.
Yeah.
Pizza related. So, in which we'll talk about very shortly in what we actually had during that time.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can do that, or you can, or you can do the 19 geocaches involved in it and get the coin.
Yeah. So Nancy said, "We want you to come."
Yes.
Josh, we want you to come.
Yes.
And we want you to bring Craig with you. Why not?
Of course, you're like, of course.
Why not? And so we've just spent the last roughly 48 hours experiencing Seneca County. Now, let's just give them an overview. Where the heck are we? Where is Seneca County? Okay. Give me some reference points.
It's not too bad. So everyone should know where Cleveland, Ohio is.
Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. And you know what? I found out, Craig, that Cleveland indeed does rock.
Absolutely. Josh, that's for another show.
That's true. It is for another show.
It does. So everyone should know where Cleveland, Ohio is. So we flew into Cleveland, Ohio. We got a hire car.
That's a rental car for
and then
people.
we drove. It's going to be about an hour and a half. I'm going to say southwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite much over an hour.
Maybe an hour south.
Roughly.
Before we got into the county. True. But yeah, so about an hour southwest of Cleveland, Ohio.
And we were 45 minutes south of Toledo.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And so we're in the middle of
middle
Ohio, middle westish of Ohio. Yeah. And I don't think I would have visited here unless
definitely
pizza, the geocaches, that beautiful coin, the T-shirt. It was a ton of fun.
It has been a ton of fun. I didn't realize this is sort of area, Josh, as well, what we actually see. And we see farmland, we see corn, we drive these beautiful roads. Like, it felt, to me, honestly, it felt a little bit Oklahoma-ish, whereby, it's very flat and very, green here as well. I was kind of waiting for a tornado to come past, like that sort of feeling for me, especially coming from New Jersey,
I love how you just like appreciate stuff like that, because me being from Midwest, from Minnesota, I mean, looking out this window, it looks pretty much like Minnesota from here. Yeah, especially southern Minnesota.
I was sparse.
Yeah. Well, I lived in southern Minnesota. True. That's pretty much Iowa.
True.
So, but it's just beautiful prairie, cornfields, and
great people.
We're in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Friendly people. We've experienced nothing but friendly people and delicious pizza and great geocaching.
Yes.
And so what we're going to do, we're going to just kind of tell you our experience. Yeah. We've got some clips.
Yeah, we do. Some live clips as well that we recorded live with some people, with some servers, and also the Bryce as well from the tourism place. Exactly.
Yeah, so we're going to give you a sense of what it's like. And our hope is that you would also join us in our T-shirt wearing victory
coin holding T-shirt wearing victory dance,
and join Seneca County and have some pizza. And it was interesting having a lot of pizza, man. This is like a variety of different types of pizzas, a variety of crusts. We're gonna get into all that. If you're a pizza lover, you're going to love this episode.
Exactly right. You don't have to be a geocacher, a pizza lover, food lover. If you eat food, listen to the rest of this episode.
Foodie.
And everyone should eat food because they'll die.
Yes.
Anyway, so
here's the thing. So Craig and I, what we usually do on these trips is we meet each other at the airport and then we share the rental car.
Exactly.
And I just kind of realized we flew in on Saturday.
Yeah.
I flew from Minneapolis. You flew from New Jersey.
Yep, Newark.
And I asked you, Craig, I was like, how long was your flight? And you said,
an hour.
An hour and a half. Mine was like, I'd say about almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Cleveland is pretty much, or at least where we are right now, is pretty much halfway.
Halfway between the two where we live.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
So it was perfect. Nobody had like a longer trip.
Nope.
Like when we went to Lompoc, it was like you had a long trip compared to me.
Yeah, this is true. I left. Well, you were still in bed when we went to Lompoc, and I was flying. Anyway,
so Cleveland was the destination, and we experienced pretty much the whole day in Cleveland.
Yeah, yep.
And again, that's for another show. I don't know if that is going to happen on the next episode. What do you think?
It may. It all depends on what we get, what we come up with.
2 episodes in a row about Ohio?
Why not? I mean, let's be honest. Cleveland is the city, but where we are now, this county is a treasure of their town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we're going to stay here longer, we might be saying the famous saying, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, did I ever leave Ohio?
Oh, see, it must be famous in the US. I don't know that.
It's not famous. It's
Never
from a
heard
movie. I can't remember what movie it's from. But I think it's from the movie. Oh my gosh. It's from the movie Funny Farm with Chevy Chase.
Oh, I love Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I think it's from that. And he says, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh. Did I ever leave Ohio?
See, again, listening to this podcast, people get these,
A lot of pop culture references on this podcast, let's be honest. And so we started the tour first thing Monday morning.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Thank you for correcting me.
You're welcome.
I'm glad we're here. We're both here.
Yeah.
This tour, the geocaching is made up of letterboxes, traditionals,
Yeah.
multis, mysteries.
Yep.
There was a library cache that was pretty darn epic.
Yes, it was.
Yep. And we finished it up today. So it took us a total of like
a day and a half.
Yeah, a day and a half.
Yeah.
You
But we
could do the
filmed it
geocaching
too.
in a day, but we took our time.
We took our time. We filmed it. We spoke to the locals. We had some good food. We took our time. So hence the reason why it's a day and a half for us.
Yeah. But the first stop, I was shocked. Were you shocked? The first geocache stop.
Why?
Because we're in the middle of a cornfield.
Well,
and we see a cemetery. Now, here's the thing. We didn't know what to expect because we thought, okay, every single geocache is going to be at a pizza place. So I'm looking at the satellite map, and what do I see at the first geocache?
Cemetery.
A cemetery.
That's where you end up after you eat too much pizza.
Yeah, if you eat too much pizza.
But
For
it
sure.
wasn't actually at the cemetery, Josh. It was next door to the cemetery. It was a kind of the similar driveway.
Yeah.
And you could walk to the cemetery directly next door to it. Yeah. But it's a cave.
There was a cave.
There's a hidden cave, but not just any cave either. The cave itself, normal caves themselves are actually done with erosion and the water washes away and you go inside the cave and it's like a big open room or a small open room, but it's water erosion of the rock and that's how the cave is formed. This one itself is formed very differently. This one's formed by like tectonic plates, basically, or not the same, but 2 plates in the Earth's crust sliding sideways and opening up a gap between the 2 plates. That's how it works.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know an amazing amount of facts about caves.
Well, I didn't even do any research. I didn't even look at the notes for that. See, that's just off the top of the head. So
I was just baffled that there was a cave there because it literally just was a cornfield, and I'm like, "There's a cave under
and
here."
And you can tour it takes an hour if you want, and it's about $30 if you want to tour the cave itself. And there's a tour guide with you as well.
Yeah.
And you can walk down inside the cave and literally walk under the shop in which you walk into, and you walk under the road, and you walk under. I think they even walk under the cemetery, Josh.
You walk under the dead.
Yeah.
What a way to start a pizza tour.
I know, right? they go from 6 feet below to 6 feet above. But anyway.
So there was no pizza yet, but what an interesting location. We talked to the owner, and it was really unique. I just
and the young worker as well.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe that there was a cave there. You would not think that otherwise. I guess the history of it is like 2 boys in the 1800s fell in a hole. Yeah. And they're like, we found a cave.
Well, no, the dogs fell in the hole first, and the boys went after the dogs.
Okay.
And then they fell down deeper, and that's how they found it.
Sounds like something straight out of like Mark Twain.
I know, right? Only in America.
Only in America. But I was ready. I was ready for some pizza.
You were after that. You're like, okay, enough of this cave. Let's
go. This tour, it's the county, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to several small towns. I think we went to 8.
Yeah.
8 or 9 small towns.
And some, obviously being small towns, some are smaller than others. Like we're currently in Tiffin right now, which is probably, it's the center of the towns and it's the biggest of the towns.
I think it's the county seat. I think.
It could be, yeah.
Because I think we saw the courthouse.
Oh, true.
But the amazing thing was that in every one of these small towns, there was a pizza place. Sometimes 2.
Sometimes 2.
In a really small town, there were 2.
Across the road from each other.
Whoa.
Reds and Little Caesars.
But, so here's the thing. It's Sunday morning.
Yeah.
10 a.m. Sunday morning.
Yep.
And guess what opens up? A little establishment called Fatheads.
Now So Josh and I thought to ourselves, okay, this one is going to be on our route, and we did it in a good route order too. So if you're an actual geocacher, have a look. There are offline lists in which you can download for this what's it, trail.
Trail, yeah.
I get confused. For the trail, you can actually download the offline list as well. So you do your route in which you're going to be the best way suited. The least mileage, so to speak. And so we get there and it's 10 o'clock and Josh is out the front. Now we find this big cache. Yeah, not too much geocaching talk, but we did find a big bucket cache as well. On top of that cache, you saw a sticker on top of the geocache. What did it say?
It said, "This is not an ashtray."
Because it was next to a bench outside of the
bar,
pizza place, or a bar,
yeah.
outside this bar pizza place. So we're out there, we're signing this, or Josh is signing the logbook. I'm doing some video work for him as well. Of course, the links for the videos are going to be in the description.
Of course.
But we're out there, and next minute, Josh, the door opens up. Opens it up.
Yeah.
And this lady looks at us and goes and says to us, "Oh, are you here for the trail, the pizza trail?"
Yes.
And we said, "Oh, yes, we are. Are you opening now?" She goes, "Just in time." And it opened up right there as you were signing the log.
We were the first customers of the day.
First of the day.
10 a.m.
Not for very long, though, because two local older guys came in after their beers.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Everybody else was at church, but us and those local guys.
They weren't at church. They're not churchgoers. But we went into this bar. Now, to describe this, you think about this. You're going to close your eyes if you're not driving. It's dark. It's dingy.
Yeah.
Didn't actually smell bad at all, which surprised me a little bit. Right?
You can't smoke inside of bars.
I know, it's great. I personally love it. So we went in, and it's dark, dingy. There's a restaurant component as well, but you go around the corner and there's the bar goes around, and this lady server, she's up there and she's chatty and she's lovely.
Yes.
And we told her, obviously, we're there for the pizza tour, but we said to her, look, we don't want to start with big pizza at this time of the morning.
Too early for pizza.
Too early for a big pizza as such. So she said from them about the bread. What was the bread was it?
Well, we have a clip.
Oh, we do.
We do have a clip.
We do. Let's
go to the clip.
All right. Hear that?
Maybe people don't like food eating noises.
ASMR.
It also disgusts people.
True. So, but these are the most delicious breadsticks I've ever had.
We are at Fatheads in Republic, Ohio. I've never been to Republic, Ohio.
And nor have I, of course. But these breadsticks, Josh, talk us through these breadsticks. How do you...
They are warm.
Mm-hmm.
They are twisted.
Yeah.
They're handmade.
Soft.
Hot out of the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Here in Seneca County.
They're parmesan crusted as well, so they've got a parmesan crust on top, and then you dip them in this marinara sauce.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty standard, but they're just warm, and they're good, and they're soft. They're a meal in themselves.
They really are. They really are.
And the funny thing is, on the pizza tour, which we're doing,
Yep.
we haven't eaten any pizza yet.
No.
So far, it's the breadstick tour.
That's right. For us.
And we're playing TouchTunes.
Mm-hmm.
I just introduced Craig to TouchTunes.
And I just then introduced Josh to Black Betty from Australia.
That's a song.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, true.
And the Green Day's playing in the background. I'm happy. We're drinking Coors Light. Keeping it light.
That's right. In the morning.
It's not even noon.
No.
It's 11:30, but we're enjoying the pizza trail here in Seneca County. Republic has a geocache right outside. It's a huge geocache. And now we're eating breadsticks. We're happy.
And we're getting off to the next one.
How do you say Parmesan?
It's Parmesan.
No.
Parmesan.
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 Please, American listeners.
Garlic Parmesan.
Write in.
Parmesan garlic. Yeah, because
Parmesan.
We're not going to talk about how Americans say different words when we all know that, without being rude, you guys bastardize the English language.
Yeah. But let's talk about TouchTunes.
Yes.
I was happy to introduce you to TouchTunes.
I've never seen a TouchTunes. I didn't realize you can actually, remotely interact with a machine in dingy bar in Ohio and play whatever music you want.
It's a jukebox.
Yeah.
But you get to be the DJ.
Yeah, from the bar, Josh. You don't even have to leave your seat,
No.
Josh. You sit there on your phone, on your device. So, of course, what did I have to do? Download the app, get the credits up, and play Black Betty for Josh as well.
Yes.
Which is a song by Spiderbait, an American band. And you actually enjoyed that song. You thought it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And this is the moment that we discovered, we've traveled a lot together.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought, you know what? We should have a Spotify playlist for the
That's
the
right.
podcast.
That's right. And then
we might share that with you once it's complete.
Yeah.
And
If not, we'll share it to the Patreons first, Josh.
oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
They can listen to what we listen to when they're on the road on their trips and whatnot.
Yeah.
So Fatheads was great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then we left and we went to another small town. Was it Green Springs?
Well, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Green Springs, I think it was called. I'm sure it was Green Springs. Because we got told as well by the lady from Fatheads, where are you going next? And we said Green Springs. And the old guys, Josh, overheard us. And one of them turned around and says, oh, that means you're going to go straight past my house.
Yep, I waved at his house as we drove by.
We didn't even know which one it was, but anyway.
Yeah, we had no idea. But we went to Big C's Smokehouse and Pizza.
Yep. Now, there was a special something about their pizza, the reason why we had to get their pizza there.
Yeah.
We recorded a clip as well with the server there too.
Yeah, let's roll the clip.
We'll roll the clip.
We are at Big C's Smokehouse and Pizza in Green Springs, Ohio, and we are here with
Ashley.
Ashley is our server, and we just had some delicious pizza here. But you were saying that there's something special about the crust here.
Yes, we have a very special recipe we're now on to tell our customers. It is different.
It's different. That's
Yeah.
all you can say is that it's different. You can't say exactly what it is.
Nope, we're not supposed to let anybody know what the recipe is, but it's really good.
It's a family secret.
Yep.
And tell us a little bit about the family. Like, where's the family?
So it originated from our Papa Jimmy
Okay.
and his wife Vi. They came up with their own recipe, and when we took over, they blessed us with all of their recipes. They taught us how to make everything.
Oh, that's cool.
So we get to be the lucky ones
Oh.
and continue the tradition.
That's awesome. If somebody comes here, what should they order?
The pizza,
The pizza?
the loaded pulled pork fries.
Yes.
Any of the wings are really, really good.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It was delicious.
Thank you.
Thanks. It's different.
It's very different.
That's their secret.
yeah.
It's different.
It's different. And Josh, it is.
Yeah.
What was the difference, do you think, personally, in the crust in terms of what was most different about it?
It was texture.
Yeah.
It was a different sort of texture. It had that thin, hard crust.
Yes. Yep.
But it wasn't flaky.
No.
It was more. It was hard to describe.
And it's hard to describe. It wasn't doughy at all either.
Yeah.
There was no real dough. It was more of a thinner sort of base, and it was soft. I found the base quite soft as well.
It
So,
wasn't quite as filling. And I
No,
think
which is quite good.
That was good for a pizza trail.
Yeah, and good
when
for
you're gonna
us.
have pizza a lot.
Exactly.
Because I had to go to the grocery store for something later.
Yeah, you did.
And I'll talk to you about that maybe when we get to it.
But
Because the next city is where
Yeah.
I went to the Kroger's and got that special item.
Exactly. It was Fostoria.
Fostoria. It sounds like a magical place, like
know,
Astoria, Oregon, where the Goonies is filmed.
Of course, you're gonna bring that up.
But you know what's so magical about Fostoria? I think there were 4 or 5 pizza places.
Pizza places in Fostoria.
Yes.
Yeah.
But first,
Oh, here we go.
we got to talk about amazing name
And locations
of a place.
Yeah.
This is called Treasures of Our Town. And is this place a treasure?
Okay, so just to give you an idea and a rundown as well, this place would be a treasure of the town for Josh. Not so for me. Like,
why not? It has a funny name.
it is a funny name.
You're a
but
funny guy.
Yeah, but I'm against what they were selling. That's why.
You're against it?
Cigarettes? Yes. I'm not a smoker. Never have been. I
neither
don't
am
like
I.
it. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not
You're
not
not a
for what they were selling,
Well,
but
that's
I'm
what I
for
saw.
the name
Yes.
because
You
it
had to
caught
do
my attention.
We went past it, and then you had to do a U-turn. I nearly said the Australian word. You had to do a U-turn to come back to it.
We needed a photo,
Yeah.
which we should put on the show notes.
Yeah, the photo
somehow.
will be actually in our socials. The photo will be in our socials.
I've never seen anything like this. This place is called Butt Hut.
Yeah, just Butt Hut. And then something America. Wasn't it after that? There was something in America after
Butt
that.
Hut of America.
That's right, Butt Hut of America. But the thing is, though, this Butt Hut, so to speak, it was a huge sign. There was a big cigarette going across the sign as well. So Josh gets out. Josh gets out. He stopped traffic. I'll be honest.
I
He
did.
stopped traffic. He stopped traffic. Josh actually stopped traffic to go out and get this photo. I was like, "Oh, are you serious?"
And the reason I stopped traffic is because
It's a drive-through.
it's just that's all it is. It's a drive-through where you get your beer and your cigarettes.
And your cigarettes, tobacco.
At the Butt Hut.
At the Butt Hut. And they lined up through the drive-through. There was like a queue, Josh.
Yeah.
There was a queue of 4 cars in the drive-through at the Butt Hut. I mean, anyway.
It was a popular place.
It really
was the Butt Hut of America.
Popular for you.
But
after
funny.
there, we actually went to our next pizza joint.
Yes.
As well. Now, this pizza joint, I really enjoyed it. More so, I enjoyed the pizza, don't get me wrong, but the experience that we had here.
Yeah.
It was at Red's Pizza.
Red's Pizza.
In Fostoria.
Yeah. And
a shout out to them as well.
Yeah, they were great.
They were really
because we were filming for my YouTube channel. Again, that will be in the show notes once it's done.
Yep.
But we went in there, I looked at the menu, and I saw something. I was like, oh, we got to try that.
Yes.
And so I got a pickle pizza.
Okay, let's do the pizza first. Delicious. If you got a chance to do a pickled pizza, you must try a pickled pizza. It was just incredible. But also, for this type of pizza as well, for me, it was the dough. So this was a thicker based pizza, and the dough was spongy, soft, and fluffy on the inside.
Yeah. The dough had a great texture to it.
Yeah, it really did.
And later on, after we spent some time there.
We did spend some time there.
We spent some time there. The dough boy came in.
Yeah, he did. The actual guy who flips the dough, he came in.
6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, he comes in at 6 a.m. every day.
And he flips that dough.
For 6 hours until lunchtime and gets it all ready and prepared for them. But
But you were in heaven.
I was in heaven
because
I saw an opening, Josh. I was there at the counter and I could see the opening to the kitchen and to the big ovens that they use to cook the pizzas in. And I just explained to these 2 ladies that were there. I said, "Look, we're doing some filming as well." I had my camera there. I said, "Do you mind is it okay if I come back inside your kitchen and record you making our pizza?" They got excited. They said, "Yes, we're going to be famous."
Little did they know.
Yeah, they thought. I think they think they're going to be on a news channel or something in the local news. But yeah, so I got backstage, back in the kitchen, and she was really good. She had the gloves on as well, and she was showing me. And again, the video is going to be in your YouTube channel. She was showing me all the way around, and then I was doing some tricks and tips with the actual camera itself to make it look a little bit more epic.
Yeah.
You know, with the tomato-based sauce going on, and then the pickles going on, and the cheese going on, and the ham. There was ham on as well, and the ham going on.
Yeah.
Sliding it into the oven. Pulling it out, they were flipping the spatula thing that they use to pull it out of the oven for me. They did a great job, and they're going to be famous. They said so.
It's going to be like a pizza hype clip.
Yeah, pizza hype clip.
You're going to watch it and be like, I want some pizza.
Even one of the actual other customers that was there at the time, he wanted an autograph from her because to say that I got an autograph from her before she's famous. That's how famous they think they're going to be. It's great. I love it. They were
so
great.
Fun.
They were lots of fun. And a shout out then, Red's Pizza in Fostoria. Great job.
Then we went slightly off the pizza trail.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to try a unique geocache.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? It was by that train.
That's right. It was a train. So, yeah. Are you going to talk about the geocache?
Yeah, well,
we'll talk about it.
The geocache is unique because
it is.
It's a virtual geocache. No physical container there, but it had a webcam on it. And you can actually... It's a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You can see yourself live on the webcam. You get a screenshot of it. You got to find. Well, the funny thing about this webcam is it had audio.
Yeah, and it's an actual live feed. I mean, there was a couple of seconds delay, but not much.
Yes.
A full, constant live feed. I mean, if you go there now, Josh, you can actually see people around the train if they're there.
Yeah.
You can see it at night when it's in the dark. It's a constant live feed. So Josh and I, we go and do this, and then there's another another big traditional cache on the train as well.
On the train. It's an ammo can.
It's an ammo can.
Should be easy to find.
Yeah, not for Josh. So we're there trying to find this ammo can, and Josh, he's in the midst of trying to find this ammo can, getting slightly frustrated, of course, here and there, and so Josh is like, brr, 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 and a little curse word here and there trying to find, because he was, I'll be honest, I wasn't getting down and dirty like he was.
Yeah.
Josh, you were under the train, mate. Like,
That's the only way to find it.
you were getting under there. You were going, and,
Yeah.
and then again he'd make a prediction. Oh, I hope I don't hit my head on this.
Boom.
Yes.
Yes.
There it is. And
Exactly.
so yeah, we did that. We did those ones.
We did
And-
find it.
and
But
then we-
Nancy was watching us.
well, that's what I was going to say. We then made our way to the left field, the
Yes.
pizzeria, left field.
Yes,
and
left field. Where is it? What city is it in?
It's not a city. It's a small town.
A city
That's even
town.
smaller.
It's in New Regal.
And New Regal. That's even smaller than the
Yeah.
town we're in.
It was the most southern part of the tour.
And get this is my favorite part. Nancy was there waiting for us in
Yes.
the car, smiling.
Yeah.
We waved at her. She got out of the car. And then after a little bit of discussion, she actually said to us, Josh, she admitted, she said, oh, I think I'm a little bit of a stalker. I was watching you live as you were at the train station. And Josh, you got a little bit embarrassed. You're like, oh, did I? And you're looking at me later on. You go, did I swear too much?
Well, the funny thing is that she was able to follow us because I was logging my caches live, so she could see where we
See,
were.
I don't do that. I save.
No,
them, but
I was just logging them live, so she knew where I was at, and we had a lovely dinner. Guess what? We didn't have pizza. We had something different.
we had pizza related still.
Yes, let's go to the clip.
Oh,
We have a clip.
Josh, we're with Cindy right now,
That's
and
a great name because that's my mom's name.
we're at left field. And
Yeah.
which town are we in left field?
New Regal.
New Regal. It's a very, very small town. Now, our treasures of our town is all about finding the hidden gems within small towns in USA.
I think we found another hidden gem. Just looking at these balls of bread that have meat in them.
With the ranch dressing as well.
Because we've had a lot of pizza already today.
Exactly. Now, Cindy, you said before, you said that we're here doing the pizza tour. And this is the first time I've heard this today. If you do the pizza tour here and you get a coin, we'll get a coin for doing a pizza tour.
The coin is beautiful, by the way.
But if you bring the coin in here to left field, you get 25% discount.
20% off
Oh,
if you
20%.
bring the coin,
20%
but
off.
10% just for doing the trail. So if
Wow.
you come in today, you'll get 10% off for doing the trail. Once you get the coin, you get 20% off every time you come in after that.
That's
Oh
great.
my goodness, that's amazing.
So, Cindy, how long have you actually owned left field here in the bullpen?
It's 2 years.
2 years.
2 years this summer. So,
And
yeah.
so, is it just a bar area, restaurant? What actually?
Bar, restaurant. We have a patio out back that we do live bands almost exclusively Friday, Saturdays. Some Thursdays we do trivia nights.
Right. So that's actually the
comedy
bullpen.
nights. That's the bullpen. It's our
That's the
patio.
first thing I noticed.
Yeah.
I was like, that's an awesome patio.
Exactly.
I really
exactly.
like that.
Yeah, and we're adding on to it. We just built the stage. We're putting some silos with seating in it off to the side. So there's a lot of changes coming at that in the next couple months here.
Awesome.
I have a question for you. Have you ever been geocaching before?
I have not.
Okay.
Actually, when they came in, I was like, "You're asking me what is this?"
I'm assuming that you've met a lot of geocachers over this last
Yes.
3 weeks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And after this is what you're gonna like learn a lot more about geocaching and what the people actually like when they do come in and what they actually like to eat as well. So thank you so much for putting this on, and we really enjoy it. We really appreciate your hospitality, and we're gonna eat because we've got more to do, Josh.
What are these exactly?
These are
yeah.
pitch count. I don't know which ones did you
Yeah,
order.
we got. What did we get?
Which one?
We got the ones with
Knuckleball,
the.
so you got pepperoni and cheese in them. We've got chicken bacon ranch ones that we do, which is the foul ball.
Oh wow.
We have plain. We have jalapeno cheddar ones, which are pretty good if you like jalapenos, a little more spice to it.
These balls, Josh, look delicious.
They do. They do.
Yeah, they're stuffed and deep fried, and they're made out of our pizza dough, which is, my opinion, fantastic. I don't even eat pizza anymore from other places, and I mean, I'm not a big pizza eater, but our pizza is the one I'm going to get.
Delicious, delicious. Well, hang on. ASMR, you bite into one, Josh. Come on.
Okay, are
bite into
these
one.
mine? Are these ours?
They're ours, yeah, these are ours.
I'm a little worried how hot they are. They're.
Yes. Oh, listen to that ASMR.
Oh,
Steam
It's
coming out.
steam, it's hot, it's hot. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. What are you going so red for, Josh? So just to let you know, his face is going quite red right now. He's got a little sweat from the brow happening. Jeez. But they look, what do you think's
good.
inside them? What's inside them there? Is that chicken?
there's chicken in there.
There's chicken in a pizza dough roll.
It's good to have a little protein after all the bread.
Well, we are at the bullpen, and these are the foul balls, so.
Love it. Love them.
Thank you again, Cindy.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming in. Enjoy your trip.
Thank you.
Those dough balls were great.
You sound like you loved them.
You know, I was so pumped up about that place.
Josh, I love the ASMR we've done, like in those couple of clips.
Again,
so far.
some people probably love it. Some people are disgusted.
True.
But before we left, I was filled with pizza, and I saw a magical thing.
Oh, you did, and I'll be honest though, I've heard about this magical thing with you, and I've heard the quality of you as a human being with this magical thing. I kind of didn't believe it to a certain degree,
But you witnessed it.
But I witnessed it in
person.
person, and I think I got it on film as well. So
You did?
Yeah, of course I did.
I saw a claw machine, Craig.
But let's be honest, you do have a claw machine in your house.
I have a full-size, real,
study.
like grocery store quality claw machine in my house because, fun fact, my daughter, when she was like 11, had a YouTube channel called Claw versus Girl.
Oh, Reese the Bunny?
Yeah, so
That's
we won
cool.
so much plush over the years, and I always promised her we'd get a claw machine. And I didn't get a claw machine until she was 21. But I'm a man of my word.
Does she play it now, though?
Not as much as me.
And that I'll be honest, that is obvious because here he is. He turns to me, of course, and says, "Craig, have you got $1?" Because and so
It was good that you saved that $1.
Yeah, it was,
Or that I lost it earlier.
Yeah,
that's for another show.
That's right. So he puts this $1 in, and I'm there getting the camera sorted and everything else as well, and he's into it. And the intention that he's in his eyes, it's like he changed to human, but like his face just went totally blank.
I was in
Like,
the zone.
He was in the zone, and he was staring. He could not be, intimidated by any soft plush at all. And here he is. He moves to the side. He moves to the back. Moves to the front. Moves to the other side again. Then presses that magic button, and the claw comes down.
What did you think was going to happen? Do you think I was going to get it?
No, I thought
First try.
that every other time, like I've played it, and 90% of people play these things that they don't
usually
win
lose.
anything, they always lose. If they didn't lose, people who own these plush machines wouldn't make money. So
True.
yeah.
But did I lose?
No, up comes. It's just like magic, though, Josh. Up come from the sea of plushies, the absolute sea. You can see it all the way across, and there's little waves of it as well. And up comes this pink crab from the sea of plushies, and he's waving to Josh like, "Hello, thank you for saving me, sir. Thank you so much." As he's carted across to the hole in which we class as the boat, and he gets dropped into the boat or the hole of the plushie machine, and out he pops. And Josh, you changed back in like it was like no big deal.
Yeah.
You
I think I was, if you watch the video back, I was pretty like, yes, I did it.
No,
I was so impressed to win in front of you because I saw the doubt in your eyes.
100%. And Nancy's eyes. She was watching too.
Yeah, she's like, this guy's throwing away $1.
Exactly right.
But I didn't.
Craig threw away another $1. But no, but again, it surprised me, and it surprised you probably that you got it on the first go because you turned around and went, "Oh, I get a second shot."
Yeah, it was only 50 cents.
Yeah.
That's very rare.
It
In the city, they're $1.
Well,
this was 50 cents a play.
If you don't go there for the pizza, go there for the plush toys. The plushie machine.
We should get back to the tour.
Anyway, you didn't win the second one. Back to the tour.
So guess what? You think, oh my gosh, this has been a long day. Is the day over? No. It's not over. We have more geocaching to do.
Yep. We're out of
But
pizza, though.
we're pizzaed out.
Yeah.
So we have to go to another pizza place. Yeah. And we go to, where do we go?
VC Tiffin Cameo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this was an ice cream treasure.
Oh, and a first for me.
Tell them what you got.
Well, we got. Of course, there's the geocache out the back.
Yep.
First, of course, as part of the tour,
Yep.
we did that first. Come around the front, and while you were getting the signing the logbook, Josh, I was inspecting the actual board itself and having a look at exactly what they have. I had to research one thing because a good friend of the Treasures of Our Town, Carson, his name is also known as Buckeye Cacher as well. That's his geocaching name. There was a Buckeyes Sunday.
Yeah, we're in the Buckeye State.
We are, but I'd only heard of them because of Carson as well. Right. So I had to do some research, and I researched what does Buckeye Sundays taste like.
My understanding is that a Buckeye is a nut. Is that right?
Kind of, because it's so Buckeye. If you don't understand, if you don't know because you're not from Ohio or if you're from any other country, it tastes very similar to like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh.
So that's what I mean about peanut butter. So it's the nutty flavor.
So it's like Buckeye butter? Because it's a nut?
Yeah, kind of like buckeye butter with chocolate. You see,
I hope we're saying the right thing.
yeah. Well, that's what it tastes
You can
like.
well,
I
good.
had it.
You can correct
I had
us.
it. I researched it. I googled
Okay.
it, and that's what it said in Google as well. It said peanut butter chocolate.
Yeah.
In the Google, so I had to get buckeye sundae. And what did you get?
I got a strawberry shortcake sundae.
Yeah, but it wasn't short. Let's be
No,
honest.
because I got the large. It was huge. But to be honest, after all that
Yeah,
pizza,
yeah.
it kind of did settle our stomachs a little bit.
Well, you had to settle your stomachs first as well with your Pepsid.
Yeah, I got Pepsid AC. There's a tip for you if you do this. If you have a problem with heartburn, get your Pepsid on for sure.
Yeah, and contrary to popular belief, Josh does have a heartburn because he does have a heart. That's all right. He's a nice.
I do
guy.
have a heart, and sometimes it burns.
So you had the strawberry shortcake.
And then I was beat.
You were gone. You were. I saw it in your eye. You look at me. You go, Craig. Let's go back to the hotel. Now the hotel we're staying at is the Hampton Inn, as we said at the beginning of the podcast as well. The Hampton Inn. And if you're coming to do this tour,
The
this
pizza one or the
trivia,
geocaching.
yeah, either one.
Either one.
You can stay, Josh. You can stay here at the Hampton Inn and get a discount as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and you should stay.
They're part of the tourism board.
Yeah, you should stay.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yes. Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Don't
Yeah.
just like, oh, I got my 19 caches. I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Oh, I visited 6 places. I got a T-shirt. I'm going
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
No, like enjoy it. The food, the drinks.
Yeah.
There was actually some hiking, and so the next morning
Yep.
we found some multi caches, and this is very common with geo tours and geo trails.
Yep. That's right.
You know, sometimes they bring you to the coolest places, but if they're in urban areas, they're sometimes too close to another cache. So what they
Yeah.
do is you find the stage one, get some information at the cool place, and then it takes you out into the wilderness.
Yeah.
So we had a little bit of hiking this morning with
Well,
our buddy.
Carson Buckeye Casher, but who
What?
Just, well, he saw,
showed up?
Well, last night, Josh. So, okay, when you got into your room last night, Josh, because we are staying in separate rooms as well. When Josh went into his room, I said to him, do you want to get a beer tonight or something? And you're like, yeah, I'll see how it goes. I'll message you. Within half an hour after you closed your door, I messaged you and said like, oh, okay, what time do you want to meet up tomorrow? He didn't answer me. Why? Because he was asleep. But
Tired.
But meanwhile, Carson Buckeye Casher had seen on our social media that we were here, and he lives like 2.5 hours away. And so
He was stalking us too.
Yeah, a few people have been. A few people have told us about what to get and what not to get here in town. But yeah, so he was messaging me, and he said and he was supposed to work today as well. And then all of a sudden, oh, Craig, I've managed to swap shifts with someone. So he was talking to me about coming up today anyway. So he came up, and again, he kind of stalked us a little bit, stalked your login page of where we were, and then all of a sudden, we were in the library cache, Josh.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the library cache first?
The library cache was great. I'm not going to say anything else other than that it was
True,
great.
true.
It was probably my favorite one of the tour.
Yep.
You don't want to skip the library cache. It was
No.
very well done. Great job, Nancy.
Yeah, really
And then
good.
we were in there, and who comes walking in?
And then he comes walking and he yells out at the top
Hey
of his
guys,
voice.
we're like, it's a library. Shh, quiet. No, that didn't happen.
No, it didn't. But he did say, "Oh, what are you guys up to?" Like that sort of thing. But yeah, one of the best things about these multi caches, Josh, is what you were saying.
Yeah.
Is that it does take you away. And these a couple of multis we did were a nice little hike through a woodsy area outside the skirts of town. And let's be honest, after the pizza and food we've been eating, we needed that little walk.
Needed to walk it
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
And then we were pretty much done
yeah,
with the tour.
yep.
But we had to go to one more pizza place.
We did.
One more.
Well, we had to go one more because we had to meet up with Bryce from the tourism board here as well. We had to meet up with him, but we were slightly early. So Josh turns around to me and says, "Oh, let's pre-game. Let's have a pre-game." He says, "Let's go back to Reno's Pizzeria, which is one of the last ones we did, which was closed at the time when we did the cache out the front.
Right.
Let's go back there and actually look inside and maybe get a beer and a pizza.
Why not?
Why not?"
You know, we're on the pizza tour. I was like, we got to continue to get pizza. Even if we're not hungry for pizza anymore. I was like, I'm a person that you commit.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And so we did 7 total pizza places.
7 total pizza. But Reno's Pizza, Josh, I had sausage and anchovy.
You.
And it's funny because, she looked at me. She's from California, the server, and she's like, oh, anchovy. Oh, are you sure? I'm like, I'm from Australia. She's like, oh, well, of course, then you'd have the anchovy from Australia. Like, we have, our palate is much more non-susceptible like you guys in America.
I guess so.
Not as sweet as your palate.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's
Yeah,
right. So we had another pizza. So that was our first lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we had a second lunch with Bryce,
Yep.
who is the chamber board. I don't know what his title is, but he works for the chamber.
The Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah,
I think he's
and the tourism board.
Director of tourism or something. Yeah.
He's an awesome guy.
He really, we got a clip of him, Josh.
We have a clip. We had a conversation with him. And I think this is just going to be a very successful trail.
Yeah.
His leadership is strong.
It really is.
And you'll hear it in the clip. We are here with Bryce Riggs.
Yeah.
Hi, Bryce.
Hey guys, how's it going?
We are talking to you because I would say you are the official ambassador, maybe?
Yeah.
I'll take it, whatever it works.
The official ambassador?
I look like the official ambassador, let's just say that.
Now, for the GeoTrail, a lovely lady by the name of Nancy. Man, she did a lot of work.
She did, yeah.
Yeah.
She knows her stuff, that's for sure.
Yeah, to get all those geocaches out is fantastic. But you were the one that is promoting this, getting it out in the world, the Pizza Trail. First question I have for you is, how is it going? It's been out for 3 weeks.
It's really, really, really well. From the cache side of things, we have 140 completes in just 3 weeks.
Wow.
And then we about 110, 115 of those have done the Pizza Trail as well along the way. So it's been really successful. Got a lot of people coming here just to check it out. And, I think we joked about how many different pizza places can a small town community have. I think a lot of people are surprised how many we have, the quality and kind of the stories behind each one.
Nancy did a great job, obviously, setting up the actual geocaches themselves, but you are the instigator behind instigating the businesses and getting the businesses involved and the pizza tour. What was that like? How were the actual pizza restaurants in the area to, accommodate the actual pizza tour itself?
No, it's really honestly exciting. A lot of our, what we do is obviously is the educational side of things. They see, the folks walk in the door and support their business, which is always good for the community. But as you mentioned with Nancy and her kind of background in geocaching, we work together to say, hey, are you on board? This is what it is. This is what it will look like. And then Nancy from there really took it and met with them and said, hey, this is where it's going to be located at. So people weren't surprised. I think obviously in the world of geocaching, sometimes you get people who have never heard of it, aren't aware, and they're like, all right, so I'm going to have a bunch of strangers walk, in front of my door, looking at coordinates or look for this. And so a lot of it for us was just the educational. We already had those built relationships. And so really the, natural connection from the geocaching to the Pizza Trail, it really made it a smooth process for everyone.
And why did you choose pizza? I mean, there's a lot of different themes that you could choose, but you're like, oh, pizza is it. And I think it's a great idea.
Oh, it's a perfect idea.
Yeah.
And as we said before, we joke about, as you said before, there is so many pizza places in this county. Like, it really.
I'm sure that's part of the reason. But you were saying before that there were maybe some other ideas on the table.
Yeah, we joked about a couple different options, right? Pizza Trail, funeral homes, ice cream, and one of those things we say, what's every small town community have? Every village, those kind of things. Everyone's got a funeral home, etc. And so we just kind of said, hey, how do we encompass the entire county? And that's been a big thing for us. And we looked out into the market and said, hey, what else is out there? And so, there's other different trails that are out there. We really couldn't find a pizza trail like this that was unique and then incorporated, again, the small business owners, and geocaching. So we just said, hey, we feel like this is a perfect opportunity to, bridge that and, bring it to our community.
That's perfect. Josh, can you imagine actually trying to do this with funeral homes? Like, let's be honest, you got to get 6 stickers, so therefore you got to knock off 6 of your family members in order to get a T-shirt. But no.
Yeah, exactly.
The pizza tour was much better.
Sounds like an episode of Dayline waiting to happen, but I love it.
That's funny. I'm just imagining the geocoin and the shirt for the funeral home tour.
Oh, it could be a coffin, and you open it up,
like a Halloween deal
with a little skeleton in the middle. Like,
don't put that one on the
say,
shelf completely.
I know, right? Tourism perspective, say, the funeral tour, folks are dying to do it, but
Exactly.
Oh, there you
go.
Yeah,
Boom, tish.
and you can have tons of puns.
So
So all the geocaches are pizza puns.
They are.
Like, for example, slice baby. Another one bites the crust. Cheese the day.
it's the yeast I can do. There's
Now-
just a few examples.
And also, just to let you guys know as well, we started this yesterday, Josh and I.
Yeah.
It was the 6th cache in. Josh realised that they were all puns. 6 caches in, he realised they were all
Yeah, I
puns.
just wasn't paying attention. But
It's all the pizza was getting to his head.
yeah, right? It was a lot of.
Delaying that
lot
thinking
of
process.
Fogginess in the brain.
So how long is this tour going to be going? Is it a year? Is it kind of open ended if it's like super successful?
I think it's really open-ended. Really, we said, we're going to gauge and see where it goes. As we said at the beginning, we said, hey, we don't know where it's going to go, how it's going to end up. You never know. But so far, a little over 3 weeks in, we've been super happy with it. And I think for us, as the chamber and as the Visitors Bureau, we're going to continue to invest in it. If it's going to continue to bring people, I said, not often in tourism, can you obviously go back and track where people came from, what they did while they were here. In tourism, this is kind of our dream, right? Where you can say they went to these different stops, they did this, and with the logs, it's kind of nice. You can go back and look at, all the things they did along the way. People are so friendly about also sharing their experiences, which we love. So we're obviously, willing and excited to continue to invest in, this trail. If people keep on doing it and keep on having fun with it, we'll keep going with it.
Yeah, we're just saying about raw numbers though. If you're contemplating doing this tour,
Yeah.
you must get in pretty quick. Let's be honest with you. Bryce was saying before, they've got 500 coins.
Yeah.
Now in 3 weeks, they've got rid of like 128 of those 500 coins.
Yeah.
So how long have they got to get the rest of the coins? Let's be honest.
True.
Though. They should come out closer now more than later. Yeah.
Yeah, it creates some urgency, but I'm
Exactly.
sure if it's successful, you're going to make more coins, print more shirts, maybe, possibly.
For sure, yeah, more shirts. We've already invested in more shirts. We've been, surprised about them. We didn't know how many people were going to do the pizza side of things.
Yeah.
And, obviously put that opportunity out there. But, I think it's the thrill of trying 6 different places you've never tried before. It's kind of exciting, especially in a smaller town community. You get to see, again, the stories behind it. So every shop you go into, they've really embraced the trail. And, they're talking about, hey, where are you from? What are you doing while you're here? And it's just that friendly face and atmosphere, which I think adds value to the trail itself.
And I must say this as well, and Josh and I are both in agreement with this. They are very, very happy to have people come in, and they're happy to talk about their towns and whatnot as well. We had that lady from Reds, Josh, as well. She was fantastic as well. She let me behind the actual, in the kitchen, Josh, with my camera and stuff. That
I
was
hope
really
she didn't
cool.
break any health codes.
No, she wouldn't have. I don't think there's that many health codes where she's from. Anyway, apart from that, a lot of people, there's even ones out there like Cindy from left field who gives a discount if you come in doing this tour. So they really have embraced it, and they really are a really nice bunch of people here. So.
Bryce, I know this is like maybe picking your favorite child.
Oh yes.
But I'm curious, as I look at this list of 19 pizza places, what is your favorite?
It's a good question. So you would think that, I've grown up in this community. I grew up in Seneca County pretty much my entire life, and there are some places on there that I've actually never had before. So I never had Smitty's Pizza in Attica before. I never had Salber Stumble in as well, which is in Bascom. And so this has been good for me to try different ones. Not gonna lie, I grew up on Heavenly Pizza, and so it's got sweet sauce. It's really good. You got Reno's, which is Frankie's Originals. You got Napoli's, which is their foldover. So the nice thing I think with this as well is that when you go and you try it out, every place has their own special add to it, whether it be, maybe Fatheads, with their breadsticks, right?
Oh,
Best breadsticks in Ohio. We'll take it. We'll take the claim to fame. But for us, I think it's nice. But for me, I guess it depends what I want. If it's a breadstick or those kind of things, I go to Fatheads. If it's a pizza roll, I'm going Heavenly Pizza. So it's depends what kind of sauce you want. But for me, it just depends on the day.
That was a very diplomatic answer.
It really
well
was.
done.
It was.
It
I
really
know,
was.
a future politician, I guess. Right?
I don't think any of these pizza shops are going to listen to this the podcast, but anyway, if they are, he likes you all.
Now, you grew up in Seneca County. So, other than pizza, what is the best thing to do here? What is your favorite thing about this community, or something that is really a highlight?
No, I think my favorite thing is, I think everyone can say, hey, they really like the people in their community. But for me, it's really my favorite thing. So I live in the downtown with my girlfriend and our dog and my cat. And whenever we're out walking around the community, everyone's, hey, Bryce, how's it going? They wanted to stop and talk. And for me, it's just like the friendly aspect of it. There's a lot of different events, things to do. The fact that I live in the downtown, I really like a lot of the things that downtown Tiffin especially we're going the direction in. So for me, I mean, there's a lot of different things, but Seneca Caverns is another one. I know that was along your stop, but there's always just unique things to do, and you would never think, oh, Seneca County, it'd have this, or they would have that. But for us, I think it's like just the uniqueness of things and the people involved with it.
Yeah. And there's some bigger communities too. I mean, if you've never visited Cleveland, there's lots of cool spots. I've never visited there before, and I've always wanted to go there. Cedar Point is 45 minutes away.
It is, yeah.
I understand the roller coaster capital of
the world.
And so, Bryce, thanks so much for talking to us,
Yes,
and we just
you.
wish you the best of luck with this pizza tour and anything else you think of along the way.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, so much.
Thank you, mate.
You know, when I hear that man talk, you know what I think?
What?
He's proud of his town. That's a rare thing these days, Craig. Bryce is proud of his town.
You had to get it. You had to get it.
Of course I had to get it in.
Jeez, people will, people, Josh, they listen up until the point if you say that, and then they probably leave. So,
well, good thing.
Next time you say it right at the end.
Yeah, well, we're close to the end here, so.
We are. We're almost finished because we've actually finished the tour now at this point in time. But Bryce, Josh, he said he's grown up. He'd born, bred, grown up in this county, and yet some of the places that he actually went to set up the trail itself, he hadn't been to.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show anyone out there itself as well that there are places out there, Josh, that you don't have to travel across country for that are treasures of your town. And that's what this podcast is all about.
Yeah. Perfect. So, an overview.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Very full. Ate more pizza in a short amount of time than I had my whole life. But that was just fun. It's something that you can tell your grandkids about.
Yes.
And we had a great time. And again, the Hampton Inn is great.
Mm-hmm.
And encourage you, if you come and do this tour, don't rush it.
No,
Take your time. Enjoy the pizza.
Yep.
But we sat at the bar every time, and we just had great conversations with the bartenders, with the people sitting at the bar, some of the locals. A part of the treasure of the town is the people.
Yeah.
So if you're just rushing to cash, or just getting your pizza and sitting at your table and moving on, you're not really going to get the full experience.
Exactly.
Of really.
And I will say this as well, when Josh said take your time. Also, Josh, why not? If you're a geocacher and you've got your geocaching mates, I mean, I had a great time with you traveling around as well. We had good chats, good conversation. We had good beers. We had good pizza. Why not? Why not actually make it like a weekend or a long weekend away with you and a few buddies, especially geo buddies or your mates or whatever.
Yeah.
Friends.
Yes.
You're
going to have memories that are going to last, and you're going to have a beautiful coin to remember your trip by.
Immortalize the memories.
Or a beautiful T-shirt if you just do that.
Exactly. So make sure you come. This is a must. It has to be done. The Seneca County is a treasure. It's a pizza treasure trove, as they say.
Totally. Special thanks to Seneca County and Bryce and Nancy for making this trip possible. And you know what? Who else makes this podcast possible?
Patreons.
The patrons.
That's right.
Special thanks to our patrons that make this possible. We have a new one, Greg?
Yes, a brand new one. Smile Makers has joined the team as well. My buddy Smile Makers, which we discussed as well. His caches themselves in Wyoming when Dale and Barb, remember they said about going to Thermopolis?
Yes.
Yeah, they were his caches, Josh.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Well, thank you, Smile Makers, and all of our patrons. We have 19 now.
20.
We have 20
I didn't
now.
update at least we've got 20 now.
20. It's awesome. So if you have been enjoying this podcast, we would really appreciate your support. And by supporting us, you're helping us to create even better content and keeping this free to everyone. So please consider joining us at patreon.com/treasures of our town.
Oh, so our next episode, Josh, are we going to talk about... I didn't even update these lists either.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I think we know where we're going.
Exactly. On our next episode, no questions asked, we are going to Cleveland.
Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. And you will find out, does Cleveland indeed rock?
Exactly. Because, Josh, we talked about before about going to these large cities and whatever else as well. We're going to talk predominantly about the rock and roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, let's not give too much away.
No. But if you want to know
treasures
more about the treasures in Cleveland, next month we'll be on. Or next month, the next episode, we will be on there.
So, how can people find us if they want to get a hold of us? Feel free to reach out to us with any questions, comments. We love to hear from you at treasuresofourtownpodcast@gmail.com. Or, of course, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
And so that's all we have for our show for today. Please subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcasting app. And as always, Josh,
may your travels always lead you to the most unexpected and amazing hidden gems around the world. Eat your pizza, people.
Can we do this together? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bye.
See you next time.
We still need to do it together.